Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be having an update on Hurricane Isaias, and the tropics are starting to get active. We now have Tropical Storm 10 just off the coast of in Western Africa. We also have another area to watch here, and we're going to first talk about Isaias because there's been some changes to the forecast since my last update. We actually now have hurricane warnings for portions of eastern Florida, which we'll talk about that in a moment. But here we go here. So it's right now at 80 miles per hour. It was 75 miles per hour earlier. So it died down a little bit, but we're now back up to 80 miles per hour like we were last night. Pressure's at 987 millibars. It's also moving northwest at 15 miles per hour. So it's slowed down a little bit, um, I believe, since my last one. And we'll have another update on this here at 11 o'clock in Eastern time. So yeah, we'll definitely wait for that. You also have this disturbance here. Got a 30% chance in the next 5 days, but we'll see about that system there. And you also have Tropical Storm 10 there. Let's actually talk about Tropical Depression 10 first, very quickly. You can see here, it's not going to do much of anything. It could become a tropical storm later on, so there'll be another named storm on the list there, which I believe is an H name. I don't know, but if it does become a tropical storm, that'll be the next named storm. It'll also be fairly short-lived, and it also has no threat to land, and it'll also die out in sea. So that is Tropical Depression 10 there. And let's talk about Isaias now. So this is their latest forecast here. So we're now expecting landfall on the east coast of Florida. So we now have hurricane warnings in effect for portions of eastern Florida, which includes Fort Lauderdale and up to close to Daytona Beach or in Daytona Beach at least. So really anywhere between those two cities is now under a hurricane warning. We also have a tropical storm warning for that lake in South Central Florida as well, and even a tropical storm warning for Miami as well. In a tropical storm watch, not too far away, or at Jacksonville, Florida. So, and we could expect to see more tropical storm watches to be issued. You can also see here, it's look like it make landfall at North Carolina into southeastern Virginia. May go back over the water for a moment, but the system will be moving fairly fast, so it won't have much time to gain intensity really over the waters. So yeah, and this is the wind speed probabilities for tropical storm force winds. It's still pretty low end for eastern Florida. Well, it's actually not that low end. It's a 60 to 70% chance, but you can see in the Carolinas, it's got about as high as a 20 to 30%, and just off the coast is 30 to 40%. So still some uncertainties in the forecast there. But I've also made a map for you guys, which I'll show you guys in a moment. And it seems like that doesn't work. Let's go back there. Storm surge warnings and watches. So we have a storm surge watch anywhere from just southeast of Jacksonville into Palm Coast, Daytona Beach, Port Orange, Melbourne, Palm Bay, Port St. Lucie, there as well. So those are areas that are in a storm surge watch at this time here. So let's take a look at the models for the storm surge here. This is going to be the European model here. Well, not the storm surge, but the waves. Although. So really it will start to get close to shore on Saturday. You can see here the waves are looking to be quite a bit high. Uh, you can see here just in by Fort Lauderdale, kind of along the coast here, showing 14-foot waves, which is pretty large waves considering. And GFS is similar, so there's probably going to be some, more than likely going to be some large waves out there from this system here. You know, and I think the GFS is kind of the most accurate one at this point. You can see the Euro is also slower and also taking it more into central Florida and maybe even going a little bit further west, a little closer to Tampa, but I have doubts on that. But you can see here when it gets to like Jacksonville, Florida, it'll start to move back a little bit towards the east. But look at the GFS, it's already taken off. You can see here just off of Charleston, 9-foot waves possibly. So there's going to be some large waves out there. So really the timing is going to be a little bit off uh, by the models, but really, uh, but really, we don't really have a problem with the track. Although that was a little bit of a long pause there, but a little bit of a whatever. But you can see here the European models. Things like we're starting to glitch now. Oh wait, no, it's way up here. This is the GFS here. You can see where it is, and it's going to be much weaker as it gets into the northeast, especially when it goes over land. Um, but if it goes over the waters, it will still die down due to cooler uh, sea surface temperatures. So yeah, and here's the track from the hurricane model. So you can see there it kind of makes landfall at eastern Florida, and then it actually makes landfall. And some of these models just keep it on landfall, starting at South Carolina, kind of around Charleston, South Carolina, into Myrtle Beach, Florida, and in South Carolina, my bad, into Wilmington, North Carolina, and really beyond that, that's where the potential for landfall will be. It's in this region in here. And some of these models keep it at landfall, which is not that bad of a thing, really. I mean, either way, it's going to be dying down, but we'll see about that, if it's going to keep it on land or not. Let's take a look at just, let's take a look into the intensity forecast, which the malls have just been doing really bad this year, and I don't think we're going to get that. Doesn't seem like internet's running slow the time I'm making this video, but let's go to my forecast here, which has been updated. So we're going to start from south to north. So in these reds here, this is where we can likely see some impacts here, which includes like Daytona Beach, even Orlando and West Palm Beach into Miami. And then you got this yellow color here, which is the impacts are possible there. Impacts are possible, which does include Tampa, Florida, because some malls are kind of taking it a little bit closer to Tampa, or this is a forecast where the center could go. These orange colors here, that's where impacts are going to be likely, but are going to be more minor. Not as bad, what people can see in the reds. Keep in mind of that. Especially when you get up into the northeast, the impacts will be likely, but just be more minor. But impacts could be likely anywhere from Savannah, Georgia to Charleston, Myrtle Beach, Wilmington. I even got Raleigh included. Norfolk, Virginia Beach, even Richmond, and even to southern Delaware and southeastern New Jersey there. And you can see here, it goes all the way up into Maine here on my, not the impacts likely, but, the impacts possible. It's really for the entire East Coast here. Uh, so, yeah, on that there, that's my forecast here. Now, things could change later down the road. You, but for right now, we have a pretty good agreement with the mall. So it's just the timing is going to be off. But really, I think this is it, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this quick update on Hurricane Isaias. If you guys would like this video, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. If you guys have questions about this, you can put in the comment section down below. I'll answer your guys' questions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna have 2 videos out tomorrow. Uh, One of them's gonna be the August 2020 forecast. It's uh, that time to do it, and the concepts will update tonight, and then uh, I'll have an update on Isaias tomorrow as well. So you could see 2 videos tomorrow. So yeah, that was my little announcement on that. But I'll see you guys tomorrow.